One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Arizona State Sun Devils, Mountain America Stadium in Tempe. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Arizona State Sun Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Sun Devils will get this season underway as toe meets leather. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Oh, he's got some space. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
I am impressed with the physicality we're seeing up front by this offensive line. Playing on the road, they knew they wanted to get the run game established, and they are doing just that. They're not just getting 3-4 yards of pop. They are gashing this defense.
And the Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
Well, that means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Scanning the field, it's Blevins. Finds his big tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll snap it from the 30 on 1st down. Rides the back and leaves it. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. That's caught. It's Staples. There he goes. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
And the Sun Devils buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Castro. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Looking down the middle. It's incomplete and maybe a little. Too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
They'll try to get out of trouble from inside their own 5, but they'll have to convert 3rd and 10. Pocket breaking down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out on the field, because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package, now setting up 4th and long.
Quarterback making checks. On 4th down, looking to pass. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
Well, the offense just trying to go with a little touch pass this time, down close to the goal line, giving it to the receiver and hoping his speed is going to be able to outflank the defense, but nowhere to run. Nice stop on the defensive side of the ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Blevins. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Fitted in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Wake Forest rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Winston-Salem. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Pulls and fires complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
Back to throw, it's Blevins. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Staples. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Calls his own number. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what. Shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The Sun Devils with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Sun Devils are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Got his man in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Sends it back in motion. To the air. It's Castro. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Fires left. Rolls it in.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Check. 29 Philly.
They'll give it to the back. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach, watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. 8-4.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Well, that's the 2nd pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell.
Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Knowles moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Let's take a second here to talk about Florida State. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back, and no one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And the Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll take it himself. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Tulane delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the American. Trust me when I say the party is on in New Orleans. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking for a man. It's Castro. Bringing the heat. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. Shakes off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short.
Cobra.
From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. The Sun Devils in the hurry up. Motion from the wide receiver. The offense changing the plays. Wants to throw again. Snags it over the middle.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Makes the catch along the sideline. Just picked up a few, but enough for a first down. And the Sun Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
Tuna. Igloo. Arrow. Logger.
Looking downfield, it's Castro. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Just a short pass to the tight end. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. Back to pass on 2nd down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. A strike downfield. He's down at the 25-yard line, waning moments of the first half. It is a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. They'll run the screen. He gets right to the edge of the red zone. He's out of bounds at the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sun Devils are threatening in the red zone. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Tell you got to be brave as a slot receiver to run these slant passes because you're catching it right around linebackers and safeties are coming crashing down. You really have to have a ton of confidence running that route.
And it's 1st down, but they'll try the field goal in the closing seconds of the first half. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this one is perfect.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Gets it to the back. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Back to pass, it's Castro. Gets it out quickly. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Gonna look downfield again. It's caught. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Sun Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
Here we go. Kill.
They go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it, and how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
And the Sun Devils back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Dropping back, it's Castro. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Trying to barrel in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Hands it off. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Knowles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Ingram. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Finds a little space. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the air, it's Blevins. They'll run the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Back to throw, it's Blevins. He's got the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. The Seminoles want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense looks like they're coming. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they will score! Touchdown Seminoles!
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Working the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Castro. Gets it out fast. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Sun Devils are in the hurry-up.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? And the Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Right on the money. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. He'll set up to throw. Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Tuna. Arrow.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Touchdown, Arizona State! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Lining up for the PAT.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10.
Slide 22. Slide 22.
They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got the 1st down and more. At the 45 on his way. Gashes the heart of the knee. Touchdown, Knowles. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Yeah, and how about this offense? Man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
Ready to try the point after. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. This time he's got it. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Quarterback making adjustments. To the air. It's Castro. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to throw it again. Stands in and takes the hit. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, going to the air. Finds a man on the left. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the 1st down.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the arts with their football? A little ballet moment there. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got a man. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's caught. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
It's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force...
Makes the grab, plenty for the 1st down. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Quick strike through the air for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Back to pass, it's Castro. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Now the play fake. Here's the heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw, it's Castro. Right down the middle. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incomplete.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Well, that's another completion. And this quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job?
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He'll try to take it back. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Florida State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the air, it's Castro. Makes the grab. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. The Sun Devils can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Black 24. Black 24. Here we go. Let's.
He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's taking the deep shot. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes, bring the speed on the field, and get ready to play the pass.
Wants to throw on third. Here's a throw downfield late. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got to be able to turn the page. They got to go back, do some soul searching, because they're a much better team than what they showed today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.